Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgamash, and following are the complete and explained rules to my RPG Maker MV3D Fall 2020 Game Jam. That's a mouthful. I'm making this video to clarify all of the points of the Game Jam. You've got 1 month and 19 days to submit something and or join the jam, so get to it. I'm basically going to be reading all of the rules which I've updated on the jam page, which I will link below. If you need clarification on any of these points, feel free to message me. Just ping me in the MV3D Discord or create a thread using the community tab on the jam page itself. Here are the submission rules. All submissions must be created using RPG Maker MV using the MV3D plugin. The use of other plugins is optional, but it is allowed. You can use whatever other plugins you want. You can start work on your game now, or you can submit a game that you have previously published elsewhere. It does not have to be a new project specifically for this jam, but the submission of new projects is encouraged. Your game can contain any assets that you own the rights to. As long as they belong to you or you have the license to use them, you may use them. I don't care what assets you use. You cannot submit a game that uses copyrighted assets. You will be disqualified if you do that. What I mean by that is music and or graphics that does not belong to you and was ripped from somebody else's game. You can remake or demake a game that you have previously made. I don't mind. I've seen this sort of thing before, and it's really cool when it happens. Any theme, any genre, any subgenre is allowed. Any gameplay mechanics is allowed. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Whatever you want to create, you can create. It can be a JRPG, a survival horror, it can be first person, third person, it can be a visual novel, I don't care. To submit, you must agree that your submission will be open to the public, it will be free, at least these two things for the duration of the jam itself, and you must allow me to play it on my YouTube channel. There are some details on that point, we'll get to those in just a second. You will retain all the rights to any content you submit. I assume no rights implied or express, and your property remains yours. The submissions will be played and judged on my YouTube channel. I will give feedback on a number of different criteria as outlined below. Submissions will begin being played after the jam submission deadline closes. This means at the end of November, when the jam is completely done, then I will begin playing the jam games. What really will happen is on December 1st, I'll download every single game that's on the jam page, and I will play them in the order in which they were submitted. The games will be judged on presentation of 3D features. That means the 3D must be featured prominently, and it is obvious that the 3D plugin is utilized. It doesn't have to be everywhere in your game. You can have like 2D maps if you want. I want to be able to see the 3D within like the first 5 minutes of the game, or demo, or whatever it is. The practicality of the 3D usage. 3D scenes should not be heavily bogged down, and the environment should be easy to see. The creativity of the 3D usage. 3D scenes must be presented in an aesthetically pleasing manner. Engagement of the game. Whether it's a JRPG, SRPG, visual novel, whatever genre, the content must be fun and engaging. So if it's a story, I want it to be fun and engaging. If it's just a box-pushing game, make it fun and engaging. Exploration, crafting, fishing, giant RPG with lots of elements, fun and engaging. Atmosphere is the fifth and final criteria on which the games will be based. The game's theme, its story and its music and its setting must make sense to its intention. The atmosphere has to be consistent throughout. This is more where I'm judging the game itself rather than the 3D of the game. But if it's supposed to be like, a horror game, and you have to use the 3D plugin and you use it and you make yourself a nice little house and there's no horror at all, you just have like some jump scares or something through text, the atmosphere points you score will be quite low. Bonus. So if I have 2 games that really knock it out of the park and they check all the boxes hitherto presented, and all 5 of these categories are just maxed out, the bonus category is the usage of non-default assets. I want you to use whatever assets you can. You can use whatever assets you want, but bonus points will be awarded if the game developer chooses to use non-default assets. These bonus points apply whether or not, I get 2 games that tie. So you can really, really make everything yourself and at least put your game pretty far ahead in the competition. Games will not be judged on the length of the content. They may not be played through in a single video. If I deem that the game will take more than one video to play through, I will use that first video's playthrough to ascertain my judgment. And that's it. I'll finish the actual content playthrough non-judged in a future video. So if you submit, keep that in mind. I'll judge the game or the content, the submission itself, in the first video. After I've played through all of the Game Jam games, I'll finish all of them, whichever ones I haven't finished, in future playthroughs after the judgment's done. Make sense? First prize, there is a prize. The first and only prize so far is a license to the premium edition of MV3D. This is a $20 value, but it's a perpetual license. It gives you the ability to use all of the features of MV3D, including sun control, shadows, lighting, and also the importation of 3D objects and textures. And you got it forever at that point. It's a $20 value. If you have this already, then you will win the cash equivalent payout of $20. I'll just send you $20. I might have future prizes and updates, so check back every now and again, and I won't make a video if I do add more prizes. I'll just put it on the Jam page. I am submitting a game too, maybe if I can. And I'm disqualified, obviously, from winning, my own prize. So use the community forums to communicate any questions or topics, ask me anything you need to know, or ping me on Discord. Just keep in mind, Qt Virus developed this plugin. They are the MVP. They are the MV3D MVP. Yes, I'm just hosting a game jam, and nobody else has anything to do with this game jam. There are people submitting projects, which I've got 14 people who have joined so far, and they are all awesome, and I really am excited to play 14 things. But if there's a problem with the jam for you, that goes to me. You let me know. I'm the jam boss, you hear? And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or need anything, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.